Okay, now let's go a little bit deeper into machine learning. So remember, machine learning is considered a subset of artificial intelligence. One thing to understand about machine learning is it's an algorithm that enables computers to learn from data. And that's where it differs between a regular piece of software that you wrote to look at a signature, right? It's only looking at what you pointed to, what you, the human, said, okay, we know that if somebody attempted to do log in 150 times in 3 seconds, I want you to flag that and send me a message. That's the type of script you could do, right? But with machine learning, you can just give it all the data and tell it, okay, see all of these systems, right? See all of these logins that happen 150 times in 3 seconds. This type of data I want you to look at, and this right here, flag it. And actually, you can take it a step further. You don't even have to tell it anything. You can just feed it the data and it will figure out the patterns. And then you go from there. So the difference between machine learning and a regular program is that machine learning just learns from the data sets, which we'll talk about. So let's get into machine learning. The thing you have to learn for the test, and actually in general, if you're trying to protect a machine learning systems, is that you've got supervised learning, you got unsupervised learning, and then you got reinforcement learning. There's other ways that you can teach, you can have them learn, but these are the main ways. And we've got to be able to differentiate between these because this does come up from my understanding on the test. So let's talk about supervised learning first. The main key points here is that the data is labeled. Learning, it's learning with a teacher. So humans are labeling the data. So a good example of this would be if you've ever seen data annotation, scale.ai, they do this thing where they do data annotation. They're making billions of dollars off of straight up data annotation, where they're teaching AI to know the difference between one face or another, or know the difference between a good sentence and a bad sentence, or a good prompt and a bad prompt. They're labeling all this information. In cybersecurity, we can actually label, say, malware. We can classify different types of malware so that it knows, the machine knows the difference between a malicious file and a benign file. And you can label all of that stuff to make it so that you can know what spam looks like versus a good email versus a spam email. You can feed all that, classify the data, and it will then be able to pick up any kind of know those patterns, right? So that's one type of learning, supervised learning, where a human is telling them, okay, here's the proper inputs. Another one is supervised learning, because you can't always have supervised learning. If you think about it, what about 0-day attacks? What happens there? You can't really classify them because you don't know what those look like. That's where unsupervised learning comes in. So unsupervised learning is exploring without a teacher. It's using tons of unlabeled data, and it finds hidden patterns. It's catching unknown threats because it's looking at everything. And what it's doing is targeting what's called like normal behavior. It'll look at, say, all the information on your network and say, okay, everybody logs in between the hours of 9 a.m. and they log off at 5. There's some outliers who log in early. There's some outliers who log in a little bit later. But typically it's between these hours, and they only access these types of files, right? If there's an outlier that's logging in at 6:30 and they're accessing a file that no one ever touches, it might flag that because it's abnormal behavior. So unsupervised learning is good at catching, as first of all, finding hidden patterns in the data by looking at tons of data and finding anomalous behavior based off of what it knows. And one of the big key words here is user entity behavior analytics, because it's looking at the behaviors of the people coming in and out of your network. So the last thing here we'll talk about here is reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning is the best way I can, this is how we human beings learn. It's by trial and error. It's by rewards and penalties. So it's like when you were a kid and your mom told you don't touch that stove, and you went and tried to touch it anyway, and you got your hand burned or you got spanked or whatever. Now you know, I'm not going to touch a hot stove, right? I'm not going to stick forks in the socket because it's bad, because you got shocked or whatever. So reinforcement learning is like that. It's learning by trial and error. It's using rewards and penalties. It's adaptive. And a good example of that will be an adaptive firewall. So firewall rules that are based off data coming in and out, and it's being trained to based off data coming in and out. Now, I've got some, once you guys get access to this, I've got some deeper dives into this. For us as security people, we don't have to go super deep into the machine learning piece. It does go very deep into mathematics and all kinds of data science and all that. We don't have to go super deep into this. We just need to know supervised, unsupervised reinforcement learning, and maybe a little bit deeper than that for the purposes of security. But if you want to, the links take you to a deeper dive into how they actually arrive at how these things work. And there's different types of unsupervised learning. There's different types of supervised, and reinforcement learning is actually really important. It's learned it's done in a lot of robotics and stuff. So that goes really deep.